My brother's voice trembled, a tone I'd never heard in 20 years of him wearing a badge. "Where are you right now?" he asked. "Home," I said. "With my wife, with our little boy." There was a pause. Then his voice dropped to a whisper. "Lock every door and window. Right now. Don't tell your wife why." Something in me froze. "What's going on?" He hesitated. I could hear muffled radios in the background, officers talking, chaos in the distance. Then he said quietly, "We just got a call about your wife. We're on our way." The line went dead. I stared at the phone, then at her. She was standing in the kitchen, dry her hands, smiling like everything was perfectly normal. The clock ticked. My son laughed from the living room. But all I could hear was my brother's voice. "Don't tell your wife why." That was the moment the world quietly split in two, before that call and after it. I locked the door slowly, quietly. She frowned. "What's wrong?" "Police said there's been a break-in nearby." I lied. Her nervous laugh sounded off. "You're scaring me." I didn't answer. I just watched her reflection in the window. For the first time, she looked like a stranger pretending to be my wife. When my brother arrived 20 minutes later, rain dripping from his uniform, his eyes flicked toward her, then back to me. "Can we talk outside?" We stepped out under the porch light. His voice was low, almost a whisper. "Someone called the station tonight. They claimed your wife isn't who she says she is." The details were specific. I waited, my pulse steady but cold. "We traced the call," he continued. "It came from a missing persons case. Another state. The woman reported missing 5 years ago. Same name, same face. Through the window, I could see her inside, holding our son, smiling. And for the first time, I didn't feel safe in my own house. The next few days, I pretended nothing had changed. I went to work, came home on time, kissed her cheek, ate her food, slept beside her. But inside, everything was different. I watched her carefully. The way she avoided certain news channels, the way she flinched when the doorbell rang, how her phone was always face down. At night, I searched records while she slept. I cross-referenced photos, names. There she was, the missing woman, a dead fiancé, a sealed case. The police file mentioned something else. Another man found buried behind a rental cabin. Never identified. She vanished after that, then reappeared 2 years later as my wife. Suddenly, it all made sense. The scars on her wrists, her refusal to talk about her past, the way she cried in her sleep, but never explained why. At first, I told myself it had to be a mistake. Maybe my brother was wrong. But denial is just a soft lie you tell yourself to keep breathing. The truth doesn't stop. It just waits. So I started gathering my own evidence. Her DNA from a toothbrush, data from her phone backups, a contact saved under a fake name, Evan, the same name from the police file, the one who died. When the lab report came back, I didn't open it right away. I just sat there, staring at the envelope. When I finally did, it confirmed what I already knew. She wasn't who she claimed to be. Her real name wasn't even close. That night, after our son was asleep, I sat across from her at dinner. The rain was falling again, just like that first night. I placed a report between us. Her eyes flicked from it to me. Then she understood. "I can explain," she whispered. I said nothing. She reached for me, trembling. "I didn't mean to hurt you. I just wanted a normal life." Tears streamed down her face, her voice breaking, apology spilling out. But I didn't shout. I didn't comfort her. When truth finally arrives, noise feels unnecessary. By morning, the house was empty. I had packed our son's things, loaded the car. On the kitchen counter, I left a single note beside the report. "You can stop pretending now. The police will find you where I did." She called 17 times. Then my brother called. "You did the right thing," he said quietly. I didn't feel relief, just distance from a woman I loved, from the life I thought I had, from everything that once felt true. It's been 6 months now. She's awaiting trial under her real name. Reporters sometimes call for comments. I never respond. People asked how I didn't know, how someone could live a double life under the same roof. But deception isn't loud. It's quiet, familiar. It wears your favorite shirt and kisses you goodnight. My brother still visits sometimes. He says I seem calm. I tell him calm is just what happens when there's nothing left to lose. At night, I still hear her voice sometimes, whisper my name like a ghost that refuses to fade. I let it echo for a while. Then I remind myself, the woman I loved never existed. She taught me one thing before she left. Evil doesn't always knock. Sometimes it cooks dinner with you.